And that's my big concern for later, is that there'll be snow on the roads, but there's going to be ice underneath. So I've just heard that we have Tiffany from the Wayne County Road Commission here to give us an update. The Washtenaw County Road Commission. Tiffany, I really appreciate you being with us this morning. So I guess first and foremost, people sitting and watching right now, they want to know, what is the status of the roads in the county right now?
Right now, the roads are slushy, but they're passable. Many cars are just, actually, I'm looking out my window in my office, so you can see I'm in the office in the background. They're actually passable. People are getting by, but they're also taking their time. I just would advise people take their time if they have to get out on these roads tonight.
And Tiffany, I'm going to ask the same question to you that I asked to Craig Bryson, and I was just explaining this. I mean, are you concerned about later? Again, it looks like we saved the morning rush hour. That appears to have been the strategy. We got people to work or wherever they had to go. But are we worried about ice being under that snow later as the snow gets heavier and starts to accumulate?
Well, what we do see is that, yes, because the temperatures right now is going to be at freezing, so we're hoping that will work in our favor. We're also looking at, because the accumulations are supposed to be higher at what we're forecasted to see. So we're hoping that we will definitely get some, we will definitely be able to treat at that time and everything. And we'll have our salt brine and our crews out. We will we will have all of our drivers out. It's about 50 drivers we have out at the time frame during that time. So, and then we have our night crew. So at the evening time, we will have all of our crews out treating the roads for people who want to get out for the evening rush. But we just advise that you take your time. Please just take your time and don't crowd the plow at the time. And we would say, pack your patience.
And last question, I mean, let's just talk strategy at this point, because again, the strategy obviously was to salt early and often to kind of save that morning rush hour. What is going to be the strategy? Technically, what are you guys going to be doing as the day progresses and that snow increases?
Well, all of our crews are continuing to load up as they continue to go in. We are on just round the clock coverage. So all of everybody's on. We have our night crew coming in right now. Everybody's plowing the primary routes, 94, 23, M14, 52, and US 12 here in the county. So we focus on those as far as right now, and then we'll go to the secondary routes. So this evening is all about the evening commute. We will take care of, like I said, the primary routes first. We try to get those as passable as we can, but we need the public's help to, if they are going out, to take their time, give our crews plenty of room to work. And we will be putting out our salt brine mix on our primary routes. That's that salt water mix that we have. And I think I overheard you saying about the brine. So that will help break down what's on the ground, so that we can break down the slush and what's going on that you have. But actually, people driving on the road also helps as well. I know that's kind of counterintuitive with sometimes what we say sometimes, but it actually helps, because if you notice when you're driving on the road, you see you can drive and you see the tire marks. So those help when you're trying to drive as well. And we're putting the brine down, and also the daylight hours. Daylight helps us break down this weather as well. So it's going to be a combination of everything. And we just need everyone to just be patient. We will get it done. Mother Nature is this big flakes are falling right here in Washtenaw County, right here on Zeke Road. The only thing we can ask for you to do is either stay home if you can. If you can't, take your time. Please don't crowd our plow. Give us room to work. Our crews want to get home safe, and they want to get home to their families, just like we want to get you home to your families and to your destination safely.
Meteorologists don't lie, but I just lied. I have one last question. This is a quick one, though, Tiffany. I mean, you have some rural spots, obviously, in the county. Are there any, I guess we'll call it more problematic spots over the course of any winter storm? Are there some spots, like places that people should just be extra careful if they're on those particular freeways or roads?
Yes. And we just want people to know that if you're on those, the back roads where they are not paved, those not so much problem spots, they just are a little tricky. We just want folks to take their time in those spots. We don't get to our secondary routes. Like our secondary routes are considered subdivision and unpaved roads. So, you're in your subdivision and you're trying to plow or you're trying to get out. We can't get there right now because we're on our priority routes. So we would want you to just take your time on those routes. There, we don't get to our unpaved routes. We put sand and grit down there. So we first want to go to priority routes because most people are on those. So our primary routes, again, are 94 and typically your interstates and your US routes. So once we get to the subdivisions, they can sometimes get tricky. We need people to actually move their car if they can and put it in your driveway. That will help us and help our crews to get those subdivisions plowed. And as far as the unpaved roads, we'll get to you. Just be patient with us. We're trying to get the primary routes first.
Well, Tiffany Oliphant, you are a very busy person. You head up the Washtenaw County Road Commission. You're being pulled in a lot of directions on a busy day, and I'm so glad that we could pull you in our direction for a little bit here to help keep people safe on the roads. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paul. You guys have a great day and keep going and keep doing great work and getting the folks know what's going on out here. And we're here doing our great work and just be monitoring and whatever you need from here in Washtenaw County.
And your folks do great work, and we may catch up with you later on today to get an update as the snow gets heavier. So thanks for being with us this morning, Tiffany.
Okay. Thank you so much.